everybody's favorite
Peenies.
Reese's Peens. My favorite candy.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Did that go on the stream,
might
or did
have.
I get that out before?
It might have done.
No,
you
it
did.
definitely did.
Oopsie.
I'll find out later when I do the chapters.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to the Day of the Dead.
You're so serious.
Why so
I know I'm very serious.
Not where I expected.
Happy Halloween, Reese's Peenie.
Happy Halloween. Happy
I
Halloween.
gotta come up with a new rhyme every week.
Hey, you guys.
Hi.
How's everybody
Hey,
doing?
Who's
everybody.
here?
We're so calm for the day after a day that's all about candy.
It's the
Oh,
crack.
yeah.
It's the come down.
Did everybody get their favorite candy?
No.
Oh,
No.
what's your favorite candy?
What is? Oh, Doomless snacks.
Well,
Oh, Doom.
yeah.
Yes.
How about this?
Doom Scroll snacks.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Oh,
I'm Matt, and my favorite candy is Cadbury's Fruit and Nut Bars.
Because you're fruity and you're nutty.
Mm.
My name is AK. I have so many favorites. I could really go for $100 grand right now.
I mean the money.
Okay,
as well?
what's in $100 grand?
It's like a
Yes.
chewy center with like a caramel and then like chocolate crunch.
What?
Okay.
Crunch ain't bad.
I also really love a
Wow.
Payday. I think Payday is one of the most underrated, and a
Just
zero
a-
bar and a score. Like, let's get hipster with our
Wow.
candy choices, and also
Okay.
Reese's.
Yeah. I'll be that. I'll be the basic bits. My name is Evan, and there's only one candy that's worth a damn, and it's Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Unless you're a Mounds or an Almond Joy.
How do you feel about like the Reese's alternates, like the Take 5 and the Fast Break? Because I love a Take 5. That's the one it's a Reese's cup with like a pretzel and caramel. Get a little twisted.
I haven't had one of those.
Treat
I
yourself.
did watch the Rhett and Link episode where they tasted every Reese's product created in one sitting.
No.
the
My teeth
potato
hurt
chip
feeling-
one was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
like that one.
It'll make
Oh,
your
no.
stomach hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
Fitz.
Jax.
What did Jax
Oh, sorry,
say?
Fitz. She's down. She's down with the
She's-
Reese's
she's
and
down.
Mounds.
I'm
Down with
Fitz,
the
and I
Reese's.
like Doomless snacks because I am a snack.
You are a snack.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are
Yeah,
a snack.
you
Doom
are.
scroll
You're-
snack.
Feral snack.
I'm a feral snack.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's feral hat season. I wore mine for the first time this week too.
It is that
Oh.
time
It
of
really
year.
is.
Okay, so here's what we
Oh.
want from y'all,
Okay.
chat. We
Yes.
want you to
Yep.
sound off on your favorite candies,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and then we want you to pick one of your characters, one-shot campaign or otherwise, and tell us what their favorite candy would be. I'm
Oh.
curious.
Oh.
Do we want to do that too? As we
Yeah.
introduce maybe that's how we introduce our characters today.
There we
Okay,
go.
sure.
I love
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Ideas coming to me.
Yes.
Yeah, now.
So I've not been the I've not been the greatest host so far, but we're going to play a game today just for an hour. We call them the Pocket Encounters, and we call them that because we try to fit them within the span of one timer. And the
You okay,
concept behind
Fitz?
it is that.
I'll be okay.
I was just checking on Fitz when the timer came out.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
okay.
it's fine.
This is
We're
teamwork.
My heart rate did go
we're-
up, but I'm okay.
We're
Boogie hole
deprogramming
clenches.
Fitz,
Yep.
slowly but surely. And so the concept is that characters from all over all dimensions are suddenly transported into a space, and they need to solve something within an hour. They need to do something. Will they live? Will they die? Will they succeed? Who knows? We don't know. We especially don't know. And it's been really fun for us. So today, in honor of the season, even though last night was the night of All Hallows Eve, we are going to dip our toes into The Darkest House by Monty Cook Games, which is a really cool concept of just a house that is in the middle of all dimensions, and you are suddenly inside this house.
Is it based on the movie House with starring William Catt?
Yes, it is.
Great.
Yeah, it is.
Deep cut alert.
Yeah, deep cut. No. Hey, man, I've watched it. House 2 is even better. Not. So the house, really the only thing that you need to know is that the house hates you. The house
could it?
hates
We're
you.
darling.
It just does.
I have a charisma of 10.
And
It
we're gonna
cannot
bring-
possibly hate me.
Oh, it does.
This sound effect music that is happening is really transporting me.
I know.
It's
somewhere.
gorgeous. It's a little loud for me. I wonder how I can turn it down personally.
It's
don't
down
know.
to the last
Drop.
It's on 1. There's no
That's okay.
no further down that it can go.
If it's not blowing anybody else out, then I'll figure it out.
What would Yeti do for a
What
Klondike
would
bar?
Yeti
Sorry, everybody's.
do?
I've distracted myself by asking the question of like, what would everybody's favorite characters be? And I've been lucky enough to play with some of these characters.
So you know.
So I know, and I think my favorite response so far, even though all of them are absolutely crushing it, comes from our good friend Drewski, who does say
Nice.
Gulbert's favorite candy is the tears of his enemies and Butterfinger. Nobody
Checks out.
can lay a finger. Y'all remember Butterfinger BBs? Those were so good. Oh, I loved those so
Butterfinger
much.
BBs.
Yeah, they were
Hell
little like
yes.
balls of Butterfingers in the 90s.
That's right. What happened to those?
God, those were good. I love a Butterfinger, man. I love having candy in my teeth for days on end.
Just for later.
Save it up for later.
Yeah. You just brush your teeth. It's still there.
Still there.
It's still there.
Yep.
Water pick. Nope.
Not happening.
Nope. Next. But yeah, the Darkest House is really, really, really amazing. And I got introduced to both the Cypher System and the Free League systems, various at Gamehole Con. Loved them both, honestly, for different reasons. And this is an even simplified version of the Cypher System. They call it the House System. And the idea is that you can take any character from any system and bring it in. So let's do that. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
We're going to introduce characters that we've been living with for 4 solid years.
That's not true. The first one I had died. So
Yeah.
mine's maybe 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Baby! I'm just a baby!
Just a child.
Now,
A little child.
GM, correct me if I'm wrong, but based
Yes.
on the conversation we had the past week or two about how to make TTRPGs scary, are the 4 of us setting the contract that we are going to play this game seriously? Or is that the idea, that we're going to take fear and horror seriously?
Yeah.
I had the joy.
Well, however that
and-
means
and-
to you.
Yeah, whatever that means to you. I had the privilege last night of playing 10 Candles by Cavalry Games for the first time last night, and man,
Still
was
wanna
it
play
fun. And
Oh, so bad.
I gave the players before the game, I gave them the option. You know, I feel like as we talked about earlier, actually as our dear friend Graham so expertly spoke to last week,
Congrats on making
To
it
have
out of
that
his basement,
conversation.
by the way.
who is still in his basement.
I
He's
said
still in his
congrats on
basement?
making it out of his basement, by the way.
Oh, for me. Thank you very much. So Graham so expertly put last week that people's reaction to horror, often the defense mechanism against it, the discomfort, comes out in humor or
Mhm.
laughing, the need to laugh, to shake and laugh, right? So
Mhm.
I'm going to leave that up to y'all. Your characters in Baroda are, I mean, honestly, Evan's character is the most goth, I would say, of
It's the
of all
most
of
serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the
of
most
us.
serious.
serious guy.
What we're gonna do, actually, which is fun, as you introduce your characters, what I would like to do is for them to also speak a truth that they know, and I want them all to speak a lie. So the lie is is something that you as a player knows is a lie, but the character may not. That's up to you. But it's something that they live with, and so maybe that'll get us in the mood. I want it to be organic, you know. I would love, you know.
Wow.
Say that
I would
one
love
more
to find a
time,
way.
Matt.
Yeah, you melted my brain.
So
Yeah. That was
Okay,
a lot of thinking
so-
for a Friday morning.
the truth that's true. The truth that these characters bring in is that they know something. Say they are in love with someone. They doubt themselves, and this is going to be your moment to be able to kind of twist the mood, right? So it could be an insecurity that you know about, and then the lie is going to be something that you know about your character to be true, but they don't know it, right? So it could be that Evan's character believes that he does not have the skills to be worth anything, but you know that he actually does know this, and he does have the ability to stand up. Does that make sense? No.
I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay, so like
All right,
something that
so-
your character finds true about the world and holds.
Yes.
Like it, maybe it's a secret, maybe it's not, but something that they
Right.
hold deeply in their heart as a deep truth. And then
Yes.
the second thing is a lie that they're telling themselves.
Yes. Thank you. Very well.
So like they're presenting, they're lying to themselves about something. What is it that they're lying to themselves about?
What are they lying about?
Okay.
Ooh,
Who wants
debating
to
how
start?
mean I want to be to both myself and the party.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, you gotta go first
no,
then.
I think this is how we
no.
set a mood.
Okay.
I have to go first.
You just volunteered.
Yeah, you're
yourself.
setting the spice level.
Do you want to start with describing who you are?
All right,
Showing us your
sure.
name and
I
everything?
will. I am playing Chimerical. She is a tiefling bard. Fun fact: this is outside of the truth and the lie. She started off as a rogue, and is no longer a rogue. So this has been a fun journey for Chimerical, who clearly just knows herself very well. She is very lithe, is how I would describe her appearance. She is kind of pinkish, purplish skin with dark hair. She's got some scarring on her face. She's got some tattoos. She tends to wear like space buns and has some cute little horns right up on the top of her head. And she has this very like supple black tail and body. And you know, is a performer at heart, both kind of a comedian as well as a bit of an acrobat. And Chimerical is deeply in love with someone that she's known in game for 3 weeks. Someone she's known.
It's felt like 4 years.
Yeah, someone Allison in the real world has known for 4 years.
6 minutes with you has felt like 4 years with you has felt like 6 minutes underwater.
An absolute eternity. And the lie that she's telling herself. So y'all want me to go spicy, is what I'm hearing. You want me to throw a chaos grenade in here? Is the vibe I'm getting?
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really thinks that the party understands her motivations, and how to apply her skill set.
Ooh. But
Yeah. And
Dum, dum, dum.
So what's the but? What's the lie?
That's the lie.
ooh, damn.
okay.
Oh, I mean,
Interesting.
Don't.
Y'all said you wanted spicy. You said you wanted a
Yeah.
chaos grenade. This is something that Allison the player knows that Chimerical does not. The lie she's telling herself is that y'all understand me, you understand my motivations, and you understand how to effectively apply my skill set.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm taking this very seriously, you guys.
Welcome to the house. Okay, who's next?
You are next.
I'm next. Yes, GM. Yeah, I will be playing my character of many years, Willem Dustborn. Willem is a half drow who was an orphan raised in a monastery of other kind of misfit children dropped off at their doorstep and trained by the brothers of the monastery to be monks. And he's had a rough. Oh, wait! You didn't say what your favorite candy was.
I think that Chimerical could get down on some nerd rope.
Yeah.
Nerd rope.
Yeah,
they're so good.
Never.
Because she kind of wants the party to go on forever when it comes to candy. So nerd rope is just like a lot of bang for a little buck because it's so long and it's both chewy and sour and sweet.
A little bit of everything.
Has all the layers in there, and so you can suck it, you can chew it, all of these different things.
Right.
Oh,
I really
nice.
wasn't trying to be dirty, but here we go again.
So Willem's favorite candy is, growing up in a monastery, you have a pretty meager life. You don't have a lot of possessions, and he and his, other monks in training probably just ate a lot of gruel. So when they got oatmeal, that was a treat. So oatmeal is Willem's favorite. Just plain, unflavored oatmeal is Willem's favorite
So
You
candy.
don't even like sturdy peanut butter in there?
They don't have what peanut butter? They don't have peanut butter. They don't have salt.
What a sad existence. No peanut butter.
You want salt? You gotta go get it yourself.
That is the real horror. No peanut butter.
Yeah.
That is truly horrible. Yeah.
That's horrifying.
That is truly
what you just described
horrific.
to me.
Yeah, I know, truly. Okay, so what? And it's just made with water. It's not made with like milk or anything. It's just,
It's getting
just.
worse and worse.
I know, not for Willem. He loves it.
Okay.
So, a truth and a lie. So Willem knows to be true that he has a sister that he's never met out in the world somewhere. Not in where he currently is, in the world of Barovia, wherever that is, but that she exists. He has evidence of it, and he hopes to make it through and to his current journey to meet her one day. And the thing that he tells himself is that he is free of the demonic presence that possessed him.
Ooh. That's a good one.
I am now worried once again. All right. Well, last up, I am playing Ashrin, aka Ash Romanovna. And Ashrin is a dusk elf who hails from a part of Barovia that we made up. It's a cloister of non-binary dusk elves who worship the Night Mother, and so does Ash. And Ash's favorite candy is gotta be Pop Rocks.
Oh, good answer.
A little space themed, a little chaotic. You're not sure if you like them or if you don't like them, So definitely Pop Rocks. And then
Have you tried oatmeal though?
Yeah. But you gotta put the cinnamon and like some almonds and some maple in there.
No.
You gotta get real
No.
crazy with it.
Mm-mm,
Come on,
no,
just
no.
try a little, just a little.
Blasphemy.
And let's see. Ash has sort of like dusky, charcoal-looking skin with violet eyes and dark gray-black hair. Basically looks like a Williamsburg hipster meets an elf, is what we're dealing with here. And they the truth that they know is that, oh man, this is tough. Okay, the truth, and I don't know, maybe ultimately when we get to the campaign this will end up being a lie, but truly at Ashran's core, they believe that this group of adventurers, there has been a sign from Night Mother, all the stars are in alignment, and that this is the group that will end the reign of Strahd. That is a truth that like holds Ash to this rock that is spinning in space. The lie that they are telling themselves is that they have not thought of an after. I think that they say outwardly that they haven't thought of an after because they've been so focused on this moment in time, this coming of the downfall of Strahd, that they haven't allowed themselves to think of what comes after. But deep down, they want to have this end, and that for Barovia to be in the sunlight again and to raise a family and to, like, you know, hold hands and trot off into a meadow and like have a happily ever after. But the lie being that Ashran thinks that they're not going to survive. So they're like, why even think about that after?
Yeah. That's
Okay. Now we're getting good and dark.
With a mouthful of Pop
There
Rocks.
with Pop Rocks and Pop.
I thought of another candy for Camiracle too, but I think she probably likes a lot of different candies. I think she also loves a Jawbreaker.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay.
No chocolate up in here. Interesting.
That is kind of interesting. You fell asleep last night, and as in
Oh, come
as
on,
as
man. That's how we got into Barovia.
I was just about to say, as many times as in many times that you have experienced rest in Barovia, this is a fitful sleep, filled with dreams, but rarely have you dreamed the same dream, if ever. I don't think you have, unless, of course, Barovia itself is a nightmare, which is very possible, but you are together, the three of you, standing in a room. And it is unlike any room you have seen in your journey. It has foreign materials. It has strange architecture. It has, and yet it has a sort of mundane feeling about it as well. It's dusty. It's touched with cobwebs. You assume that there's furniture underneath these dusty white sheets that you see. The lighting is very, very dim. The walls are made of a white material. There are windows, and there is a closet that you can see. There's a single exit that leads into a dark room or another hallway. It's hard to tell where you are. And then there's a piece of paper on the ground near the door. You don't remember opening the front door that leads into this room. But in your dream, as you're standing in this room, there is a loud clank as the door behind you closes solidly.
Okay, this is new. Has anyone seen Key?
No.
You are missing one of your party.
Oh,
Do you think this is a Strahd thing? He knows Key's too powerful? He warped us into Ravenloft, and Key
I'll
got
reach
left
out, I'm
behind.
gonna pinch Ash.
Hey, don't grab Ash.
No, sorry, no grab ashing.
No, all right. We are awake.
Are we?
You
Are
can't
we?
tell.
I put my ear against the door. There's a door to the hallway?
There's a door that is open to
Okay.
a very, very, very dark room, hallway. You cannot tell. It is
I sneak and listen real good. Super hard.
just into the open darkness.
Yes.
You hear. Actually, let's try our first roll.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a rating of 3,
Okay.
which means you, in listening, would take your base rating of 6, right?
Would I be going
And-
with like a perception, which would be higher?
Sure.
So that's a rating of 8.
Great.
So
Yeah.
this is a
so we're gonna
2d6
roll-
system. So I got 2 of
Yeah,
those.
it's a 2d6 system. But the interesting thing about this is that there is such a thing called the house die. Because this house hates you so much, it is always watching. It is always ready. It does not like when you succeed. So if the house die is when you roll the house die, if it rolls on the highest number of the 3 that you're rolling,
Okay.
then something bad happens.
Okay, so I'm rolling 3d6. One of them I'm appointing as the house dice. So that's going to be this cute itty bitty guy. And then
That
the other
makes
2, I will just be
sense.
adding. Okay, so here we go. Okay, good news. I got 2 6s. And the
Okay.
house die on my die, and the house die is only a 2, and I add 8. So that is 20.
So that's 20. And then the rating is 3. So we're going to subtract that. And so that is a 17. Which means you still succeed. And you listen and you listen and you listen. And it is the absence of sound. It is the absence of light. It is the absence of sound in this exit. The only exit in the room.
Either of you spent much time in caves?
Well, yeah, technically.
You know, like, it's so dark and so quiet, you can hear your own heart beating.
Yeah.
That's what's happening out there.
Okay. I'll pick up that piece of paper
Okay.
on the ground. Is there writing on it?
There is writing on it.
Okay.
How do I show it to you?
And
I
and
have-
is there a splotch of blood on the ground here?
Does this work? Come on. How do I share this with you? Share it.
Hearing the
with
screaming
everyone.
and the music is really...
Oh, I see it. Just if you go
You
to
see
the
it.
handouts.
The screen doesn't
February
see it. Why not?
4th. Marjorie attempted to get me to leave the house today. You've been cooped up in there all winter, she said. I told her I wasn't well and that she should come back another day. I feel fine, of course, but I've no desire to interact with the world today. The girl from the grocery store. What's that? What's a grocery store?
You
No
don't really
ideas.
know.
A store of something. Okay. Brings me food and necessities. Oh, okay. I suppose that's what it is. Every week. I've no need to walk about in the sun and see the quote sights. I have all the sights I need here in the house, and in my books, fresh air holds no appeal, particularly in this cold month. Perhaps in spring, I'll venture out and make Marjorie happy. Summer at the latest. That was February 4th. February 7th, there's a little bit more. I heard the child's laughter again today. Okay, that doesn't sound good. I suspect there must be some little animal in the walls. This does seem like very different ideas. A child's laughter and an animal in the walls.
Yeah.
That's all it says.
Mm-hmm.
Think this person's like a vampire or something?
I mean, can we not just get a break from vampires?
No. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna
Wait.
say this is Barovia's, but you know what? Actually, this might not be Barovia's.
I mean, I don't.
Do we
doesn't
think
look like
Marjorie
anywhere
is the
other than-
name of the house?
Maybe.
Oh, interesting.
Tells you what.
Well, it says Marjorie attempted to get me to leave the house today.
Oh, so no. Marjorie's another person. I could try. Well, I guess we don't know. I was gonna say we could contact Marjorie, see if they know anything, but that might be difficult. You know, cross-planar and everything like that. Let me. You know what? We're gonna have to find an exit, but before we move on, let me just get a vibe of the place.
Well, we
Can
can't
I-
get out the door we just came in.
Oh yeah, we could try
Cannot.
that. We could try that. But let me.
Try it.
I want to like vibe the place out though. Let me insight check the house.
Okay.
That's a rating
As-
of 400
as you do.
for Ash.
Look, I do what I do and I do it well. Oops. Sometimes I do it well. The 14.
And what was on the house?
Oh, let me roll for a house die. A 3.
Okay. So that is not the highest number of
Of the 3
ones that
die?
you
No,
rolled.
I had a 4
Right.
on one of my dice.
Yes, I'm gonna give the rating of a 5 for this.
Right.
So you succeeded,
Okay.
and you are taken aback with the feeling of hostility, just pure hatred coming from, well, it is the vibe. It is the only vibe. It is the most visceral hatred that you have ever felt towards you. Just deep, abiding.
I know sometimes
Don't even
I'm
know
not
what
like
you've done.
great at reading people when I think that they like me, and sometimes maybe they don't. But this place, for sure, doesn't like us. Doesn't like us
No.
being here. The vibes are
The
bad.
place
Yeah, that-
doesn't like us.
Yes, this house. The vibes are bad.
Okay.
So we just try go back out the door we came.
Wait, does that mean that you're saying that this place, this is alive? Is that what we're saying?
Ash, it feels alive.
Yeah.
There's nothing moving right now. There's nothing.
Okay.
But it feels alive.
Yeah, it feels
Is there a
sentient.
torch in here or something? Can we light this place up and make it? I start pulling off the sheets off chairs and maybe undo the curtains just to see what's outside and see if we can just let a little light in here.
Yeah. You approach the windows. And you kind of there's dust everywhere. So every movement that you make,
Dust is my
every
last
sheet-
name.
That's also true. So you cloud of dust everywhere. You open the curtains, and outside is more complete, inky, endless darkness, which is very, very strange because if you kind of see a very dim glow if you close them and stand back, as you can see in this. But then you open it, and it is nothing but endless space.
What do you see
Alright.
over there, Willem?
Not much. And it's with dark vision, like there's nothing
That's
to
the same thing.
see. Like it's just just a void.
It's a void.
Here,
Pure void.
I'll try
Try-
the window. Let's see if I can get it open.
Spicy.
It does not budge.
I'm gonna put a little juice into it.
Put some juice. Give me a strength check.
All right, so teach me how to roll again. Do these
Okay.
rolls?
You're gonna roll 3 dice, and you're trying to beat. So you are inherently trying to beat a 7. That is a success. But what you get to do is get to add your whatever your strength score would be, which is in this case probably 6. That is your
Yeah.
rating.
Willem's not very strong.
Right. He's not super strong, but that means that you can add 6 to whatever you roll. However, trying to open the window has its own rating, and I get to subtract that. And if it is higher than 7,
And
then
you roll that
it's
die.
a success. I don't roll anything.
Oh, so I roll all those dice,
Yeah.
and one of them is the house die.
Correct.
One of them, the house die. So there's 2 things about the house die. Number 1, if it is higher than either of the other 2 dice, something bad happens.
Okay.
The other thing
Like-
about
Oh.
that is, yeah.
Oops.
Then I
The other
messed
thing
up.
about that. Oh, really? Okay, that's okay.
Was it higher than like because I rolled a 4 and a 2 and the house die was a 3. So does that mean something bad happens or
Oh,
it's
no.
that
It,
the
it
3
would have to be higher than the 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And then the other thing about the house die is you can call upon the house. You can use the house die in a panicked situation. You can then take that number on the house die and use it. And it could give you a success, what you're trying to do, but you will be punished by the house.
Okay.
Oh,
All
We'll
right.
get to
So
that.
I'm just gonna roll this, and you might still have to
Mhm.
hold my hand a bit.
That's fine.
Okay. So I've got a 6 and a 2 on my die, and then a 3 on the house die.
3. Okay, so you've got so you're safe with the house. The house doesn't like that you succeed, but it's still watching. It can't do anything about it. So you take that 8 that you rolled, and you add a 6, which equals 14.
Okay.
Except the rating for this window is 10. So I subtract 10 from 14,
Oh.
and
Ouch.
you do not succeed.
Oh. Wow. Okay. It's really. It's pretty. Yeah. We're not getting out that way.
Should we
No.
just and Chimerical starts walking for the doorway into the other room, the hall,
The darkness.
the darkness.
Yeah.
believes
Can
in
we?
a thing called love?
Do we have equipment? Can we light a torch or something?
Well, here, why
You can
not?
light a torch.
Here, wait. I got yous covered. Don't worry. Predator vision.
Well, I mean, sometimes regular vision's nice.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't know that we want to be lighting no fire in the house, just in case, you know. So, have some eyes
Okay.
of the night.
All right. Fine.
I mean, if you want to light a torch, light a torch. I'm just trying. Okay.
I'll
No.
Trying
it's
to
too
keep the
late.
vibe spooky in here, Willem. Jesus.
What happens if you go invisible and light a torch because your possessions are invisible? Anyways, I'll lead the way.
Okay, so you are you're going to you're going to head towards that very dark
Yeah.
space.
I'm feeling very claustrophobic. I'm not liking it very much. So
Understand?
this is how I meet my
Yeah.
end. This is how I meet my end. But let's GTF.
Does
Oh,
everyone follow Chimerical?
Yeah, we gotta find a way out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
so sorry, Willem. If you want to light a torch, light a torch. I don't mean the yucky yum. I'm just trying to, do my thing.
It's okay. It's all right.
Here, have some pop
As you-
rocks.
To get to this open doorway, you do have
We're
to
all-
pass
walking down this with pop rocks in our mouths and our mouths open, so
Yeah.
there's just this. See, I can't not do silly.
Actually,
Sorry.
speaking of which, there is a strange popping sound coming from this closet with equally strange doors to it. Just little sounds.
It's
that you
like a
can bypass.
wardrobe, or what kind of, just a door?
It's just slightly open.
Okay. Is it possible to take a little peek inside? Or perhaps
could.
listen, or both? Here,
Could it is
Miracle, you
slightly-
listen and I'll look.
All right, I'll listen.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
You don't?
Is anybody
As soon as you
here?
get close, Chimerical, the popping sounds stops. There is, as you open the door, and light floods in, thanks to the spell. No, the vision. The vision of the
Hello.
predator.
There's no light. We're just in the dark.
Just
With
in the
our
dark.
dark
Okay,
vision,
Gotcha.
And when we open the door, I want to open it like, like, hey, who's here?
Okay. Yeah.
I try to surprise them.
You're not afraid. And it looks like a closet that you would know. It has very strange clothing in it. There's a bar towards the top, sort of at shoulder level, and strange clothes hanging from it. You could be from another land, could be from another place, another. You're not sure where. The fashion is very strange. And then there's a shelf on top, and on the shelf is a single glove and a device that has a tip and it ends in a little curve. It's maybe this. Sorry, maybe one arm's length.
We need
Right.
to go back to the other view, Matt.
I know exactly. It's like, yeah, and it ends in like a little hook. It could be kind of a sword. It kind of reminds you of a parasol, perhaps.
Okay.
And then there's a box on the floor of the closet.
Look, I don't
You
know.
open it.
No, Willem. I don't
You
know
open
the-
it.
No, I
Chimerical,
don't
Chimerical
you
think-
open
will Chimerical will volunteer to be box pilot and go right on in there.
But you guys, this place, it hates us. I don't know that it wants us to be going into its closets.
Listen, I came out of the closet long ago, so
Also, houses aren't alive.
Willem,
And
I'm
also,
gonna-
I'm dreaming.
Willem,
So in my dream, you're going to open this box.
I'll open the box.
Open the box.
Yeah.
Inside the box is obvious pieces of correspondence.
Right.
They are all addressed, and it takes you a second to realize this, but in that dreamy way that you always understand whatever language is being spoken. For a second, the writing is incomprehensible, and then it kind of clears up. You don't recognize the address, but it is addressed to someone named Philip Harlock.
Okay.
And if you open up these pieces of mail, you can understand what they're reading, but it's still a good bit like gibberish. The words insurance, agency, finances are spoken about. One is a postcard talking about a hardware sale. It doesn't make a whole
Okay.
lot of sense to you. And then there is another piece of obvious like financial transaction from a bookseller, and it lists 2 books: Automatic Writing and The Bell Signals Night.
I really wish Key was
It also
here.
has a tiny, torn piece of canvas with a large green eye painted on it,
Hmm.
I take
about
that.
life size.
Yeah, I pocket
Take
that.
the eye. Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you want to see if Ash maybe gets a vibe off of that thing?
Ash, do you get a vibe off this thing?
Do I get a vibe off of this thing?
Like we just played
Give me a little
telephone.
roll. And remember, things like Arcana work, testing for detect magic, they probably will work
Yeah, I mean, I'm
in a dream way.
yeah, for me it's always insight first, and yeah.
Yeah, go.
Just kidding. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We're good. Because, well, maybe. I don't know. I rolled a 6 on both one of my dice and the house die. What happens if they tie?
Honestly, it's not always clear in Monty Cook's The
All right.
Darkest House. It is
Okay.
something that people ask about a lot.
Okay.
But one person did say that if you tie with the house die, it's not good.
Oh. All right.
If you get 2 6s, and so if you were to get 2 6s, then something would not happen.
But
So
3
I'm
6s
gonna
has to be
say-
automatic critical success, right?
Right.
Come on.
and that's an automatic critical
Automatic
success.
portal to hell.
Yeah, right.
Automatic.
Like I said, automatic critical success.
Yes.
All right.
And at this, first of all, this eye does feel magical. It feels important. It has been ripped from a painting from somewhere. It is a part of the house. And then as soon as you are holding this, you hear a scratching.
Camarical, you gotta put that back. Look, I know you like to steal things. But guys, I gotta
wait,
emphasize to you.
Shh, do you hear that?
It's a scratching.
Yes.
Where's
It's
that coming
coming.
from?
It's coming from the front door
The front door where we just came from?
that you came through.
Maybe it's
Coming
Key.
from the front door.
Right. Maybe
Is
it's
there a
Key.
peephole?
Is there a peeping? It's a peeping Tom.
Could be a peeping Tom.
Can I? Okay, look, Camarical, please
There's a
put.
little knock.
First of all, one thing at a time. Camarical, you've got to put that back. I know you guys think we're in a dream. We are not in a dream, and that thing is no good. You want me to
okay.
see if I could talk to Key on the other side of the door? I'm assuming that the
Sure.
scratching is Key. Can I
Sure,
cast
yeah.
sending to the scratching on the other side of the door?
Key has been reduced to scratching. He can't talk for some reason. Or uses.
You get no response.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not good.
I don't think that's Key.
Just for shiggles, I'll go put the eye back where I found it to see if the scratching ceases.
It does not.
I pick it back up and pocket it. Well,
Does it-
I'm still ready to go into this dark room here.
One last
into the
question.
dark
Does
room?
the scratching sound similar to the popping we heard in the closet?
It does not. It sounds
No,
like someone
something
is
else.
knocking to come in and scratching to come in.
Oh, well, why don't we let them in?
My cortisol levels are so high right now.
And you walk to the door and it does not budge.
Sorry, mate. You're gonna have to find another way in. If you do, let us know.
Let's get the fuck out of this room. It's really
Alright,
That's
let's-
what I've
let's-
been trying to say.
I'm on
So
edge.
let's be
Okay.
sneaky, but
Dark,
I'll
Miracle?
dark. Oh yeah, should we roll for stealth? I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Great.
Great.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh, so you guys heard that too? It wasn't just
Yeah.
a normal voice in your head? saying that.
No.
Oh my god, so sad.
Jesus, Ash.
Ash, what have we talked about with this self-talk?
You're right. You're right.
And what do we say?
Actually, I think I do. Actually, I find my own company quite wonderful. I was just kidding.
We
Oh.
can't.
That's not key. We cannot let that in.
All right, so I'm
Okay.
walking over and we're sneaking, stealthing. I want to kind of like, as I go out, I'll go left and like flatten my back up against the wall and just kind of like start taking one step at a time, peering into the darkness with the predator vision that Ash equipped us with.
And as we
Okay.
go into that hallway, can I close the inner door to that? So that that room that we started in is now,
Yes.
and whatever's on the other side of the front door is, there's another door between us?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys, you know that I usually like the darkness. I thrive in the night. This
My
place is
favorite band.
Yes.
creepy as hell and it's freaking me out.
Well, I tried to light a torch.
Something tells me that that's just gonna make it worse.
But the thing
Make
is,
up your mind.
Look, the vibes and the visuals are unaligned.
we
That's all I
can't
gotta say.
turn on each other. Chimerical whispers from the other side of the doorway. Get out here.
I'm
Wait,
fine.
no, we're with you.
We're with
We're
you.
standing right here. I'm right here.
Oh, my bad.
You're right. I'm sorry, Willem. I'm taking my stress out on you. I shouldn't do that. You're my best friend. I'm sorry about that.
So, everyone, it's okay. Now, so we're in a dark hallway.
You're in a dark hallway.
And something hates us.
We're getting away from that.
So your normal dark vision does not work in this, but luckily, with Ash's help, you are able to kind of, yeah, you're able to, you kind of make out, but even that is very affected, and it just doesn't seem to be anything. There is at the very, very, very end. It's not a very long hallway. It's rather narrow, but there is a door at the end of this hallway.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that's the way out.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, let's
We
be
need
quiet
some-
about this.
Xylophone undertones as we creep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. So slowly but surely, you make your way to the end of the hall. Do you open the door?
Sure do.
It is unlocked,
Okay.
and you enter a room that is very surprising. It doesn't feel possible. It's huge, enormous. It has wooden flooring. It has brick walls, and there are brick pillars that rise to the ceiling in single rows. Very, very specific single rows. From the doorway, it is impossible to see the edge of the room on the left-hand side. It's just too dark. But on the right side of the room, the brick wall has several large, high-placed windows that show only darkness. But what little light there is somehow comes from it, much like the living room, but just a little bit lighter. And the far side of the room fades into darkness as well. Near the second pillar base, it looks like someone has pried up some of the floorboards.
Gotta get down to get up.
Shall we take a peek at the floorboards?
Should.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to get in there badly enough.
Yeah.
Yep, wanna
Okay.
look at that, wanna examine that.
Yeah, the three of you kind of get closer to the floorboards, which you can see in that image, I think. Yeah, good.
Mhm.
So it there's a hole, and it's about a foot across, And what the prying of floorboards has done reveals a lower wooden subfloor.
Scary basement, anyone?
Oh no.
Anybody that wants can give me a perception check, but remember, if you all give me a perception check and you anger the house, you will be punished.
Guys, you know how we was hearing scratching and stuff? I wonder if something got in the walls or whatever through this.
I'm gonna roll that perception check.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
gotta
fun.
know. Plus,
The note
the
did
chaos.
say that they thought there was an animal on the walls.
Yeah.
So a 3 and a 1 on the regular die, a 2 on the house die, and my perception is 8. So 12.
Okay.
12 minus 5 is 7, so that's a success. You kind of look down into this, and there's a couple of things that you perceive. There's a distant ticking sound, like a clock, but too fast. So instead of tick, 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 it's more like tick, 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 so on. It seems to be coming from beyond the subfloor.
Beyond. It's coming from deep down below.
Even deeper.
Yeah. So there's the floor that's been pried up. Underneath that is another floor. And then the ticking that Chimerical hears is below that floor.
Do you want me to jump down in the hole?
And there's no other way out of this room. Is that right? Except these windows.
You haven't figured that out yet.
Well, let's take a look at that first before we go jumping down holes, eh?
Yeah, especially ones that are ticking.
Sometimes I
Right.
just can't help myself.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'll just kind of circumnavigate the edge of the room and see what I see or feel what I don't see.
So you're going to the left or
Yes.
straight ahead? Okay.
I'll go into. I mean, I can see on the lighted side that there's nothing. So I'll go into
Yeah,
the
you just
dark
can't
side,
see. Yeah. Mhm,
and if I can't, yeah, I'll just see what I see, feel what I can't see.
So you move to the left carefully. And eventually, as you go through the darkness, the darkness opens up to another row of brick pillars,
Okay.
and then another wall with windows. And then a
Okay.
similar door to the one that you came through. And now, did you go by yourself?
I don't know. I turn around to see.
You turn around to see, and now the right side of the room is dark.
What?
It's
Can I
completely
can I
dark,
see
as if the
Chimerical
entire
and
room
Ash?
is flipped. You cannot.
From our
They
side,
might
I
still
go.
be there.
Yeah, from my side, I go. Willem, did you see anything?
And you can hear Ash, but Ash's voice is coming from the dark right side of the room now.
Okay. This is a bit like a fun house. And not fun.
They never are.
So I'm on the light side now?
You are on the light side, which was the darkened left side before, and now it
And
is.
I'm over here. Can you see me?
We can't see him, right?
Because I can't see you anymore.
You can't see
I
Willem. You can
take-
hear him.
I take Ash's hand and we walk towards the sound of Willem's voice.
Okay. You grab her hand. You grab their hand and you walk towards the darkness. And sure enough, eventually, you come to another row of pillars. There is another wall, but this time it is windows with light coming, and now the right side is completely dark from where you came.
Do we see a hole in the floor?
You
Mirrored?
do, in fact, see
Okay.
another
Is another hole or the
Right.
same hole?
a pried up, piece just below the
Looks
second
exactly the same.
pillar. Except flipped.
What in the
Because now,
hell's-
of course, you're facing a wall and windows on the left, and so the pillars are there.
Maybe.
do Chimerical and Ash also look like they've been flipped?
Oh, interesting.
No.
Yeah, is there something different about
once they
Willem's face
join
now?
you, once they join you, you're all on the same.
This is a test to see how symmetrical we are.
Not very.
I am not.
Congratulations.
I'm not
Yeah,
symmetrical
yeah.
at all.
No. Maybe, though. Maybe. I'm going to look at the positive spin on this. Maybe that side of the house is the mean, hateful one, and this is the happy, happy, fun time house, and we'll be
love
able to
that.
leave if we go out this way.
Yes, perfect. I'm on board.
Great. That's and then we hear, "I love you."
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No,
wow.
it really does sound like the voices in my head. All right.
The I will add though the darkness straight ahead is the same.
But you said there was another door at the end of the darkness.
It is basically. It looks exactly like the door that you entered the room in, except now it is slightly to the. If you're facing it, it's slightly to the left of the pillar,
So down,
and then the windows are to the right of the pillar.
down or through. And she points to the floorboard. When she
So
says
wait.
down or through, she points to the door.
Oh, wait, no. Are we going to go to the window?
Or-
Or are we going to go
or
to the wall?
To the wall.
Or forward.
Okay.
You can go ahead. But
Yeah, wait,
that's
look.
that's entering darkness again.
Going into the floor sounds real bad to me. I'm thinking we either go through the door on this side and see
What-
what happens, or we
What
go.
if, we're in this
forward.
abundance mentality
Yeah.
state? What if the reason there's a hole in the floor is because someone who came before us used that as an escape? And so the escape is already laid for us through the floor.
I was already going to lay gold on the fact that this other door is just going to take us into another dark hallway like we just came from.
I mean,
So I
probably.
think Chimerical's onto something.
Probably. I'm just trying to look at the positive side of this.
The positive side is through the floor is definitely the way out. I feel it in my bones.
All right, girl. We can
Okay.
follow,
You
follow
first.
that vibe. Yeah.
I'll hop down. No
All right.
problem.
Sing us a jaunty tune whilst you do it.
I'm feeling very nervous.
I'm going through the floorboards down here. Anyways.
Yeah, give me the wood is fairly it seems pretty easy to do, and you're a big tough 5e hero.
Yeah.
So just give me
Oh yeah, basically gods.
you know what? I'm not even gonna have you roll. You are strong enough to use a dagger and start to pry up floorboards.
Stabby stabby.
In this subfloor. The ticking sound gets louder as you do, not faster but louder, because it's already pretty fast. And as you pry up floorboards on the subfloor, the hole seems to continue down. But you can see that it kind of curves to one side. So you can't see the bottom from above. So you don't
No
know
idea how
whether
far
it
down it
curves.
goes.
Yeah. It could twist all the way down, or but the
Anybody-
ticking is louder and louder and louder and louder.
Anyone have any
Nice.
rope?
I see a crocodile
I don't think
anywhere.
No.
Rule that out.
Uh,
Like Captain Hook is not with us.
we've got all our equipment, right?
Pack. I ain't got no rope.
Yeah.
I think I probably have some rope. Inventory.
I got an alms box. I never use it. We can just chuck it down there and see what happens.
Oh, sure, yeah. Or we could light a torch.
Look, if it'll make you happy, light a damn torch.
I'm going to light a torch.
Wonderful.
Wild, groundbreaking.
Ah!
Who is taking the torch and reaching down in?
I
I'll
will,
do it.
unless if Willem wants to. Yeah.
Great. Willem, you reach down into the hole, and like I said, it kind of starts to curve. But as you reach down, you see something gleaming on the sort of shelf that it curves down. So again, the hole goes down and it starts to curve. Right about here, with the light hits it, and there's like a little gleaming thing, an object.
Okay, so
It's large.
just so that I understand the geometry of this.
Okay.
There's the hole. It's not like there's a hole in the floor and there's another room there. It's like a tunnel that's curving down. Is that right?
It's like it is a subfloor. So it's like the floor, and then maybe a foot down, a foot down is the subfloor, which Chimerical's now pried up, and then beyond that, it only goes about a couple of other feet. So you're able to kind of get into the crawl space that is now the subfloor, and then you reach down in, and another foot or so is where the hole turns, and there's something kind of sitting on the bend
So I could
of the hole.
crawl through this crawl space and get at this thing.
You can reach down and get at the thing, yeah.
Just reach. Oh, you don't even have to crawl in there. Just reach down.
It's a little bit of a stretch, but you can just barely reach.
Okay. Here, hold this torch, and
Now
I'll
holding a torch.
reach out and grab it.
Okay. It's a large metallic object, and it takes a little doing to kind of pull it up and maneuver it. You have to take out a few more boards from the subfloor, but you're able to get it out. And what the three of you see as you kind of get back onto the main floor is an ornate pewter clock that you've seen on mantles. It's one of those kind of tricorn hat things,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
like a-
with
right.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All of
We've
our
probably never
grandparents
seen
had
anything
one
like that
on the
before. But
mantle.
I'm trying to.
what
I'm trying
is
to-
this device?
It's possible that you've seen. It's obvious that it's a clock. It's obvious that it's a clock. But the strangest thing about it is it has two clock faces, and each face shows a different time. And this chimerical is why you heard ticking but faster, because they're not on the same time. They are ticking, and so it sounds like it's sort of double time.
Got it.
Okay.
I mean, are we just collecting objects now? We've got the eye, and we can get the clock, and that feels...
Chimerical, I told you to put the eye back. Are you still carrying that thing?
No.
Chimerical.
The lie that we tell ourselves.
It's...
You guys are stressing
I mean,
me
I
out.
don't even know why I reached down this hole. It just seemed important, but it's a double-faced clock. That's weird. Is there anything else detailed about it that seems important, or can you open up the
left
clock
clock.
face?
Yeah, the left clock's time is earlier than the right clock. What time do each of them say?
One says 3:33.
Is that the left side?
Yes.
And so then the right side would be forward. What time does it have?
Is it an hour forward or just
I
random?
don't know. You
What does
can
the other
say.
clock say? Ash.
4:20.
Got a minute.
There you go.
Sorry.
It's just that one hasn't gone
Why?
through daylight saving
Why?
time yet, and the
Why
other
would it?
has.
Yeah.
Is all.
Yeah, so they're
Okay. Do we know what time it actually is when we, or what it was when we left? I guess time has no meaning in Barovia, so.
This is the first time that you suddenly realize you not only are you dealing with Baro's own time blindness, you are also you have zero idea what hour it could possibly be.
Only we
It
had
could be
Caleb would have messed with
3:33. It
us.
could be 4:20. It could be well
What if
4:21.
we I don't know, I just had a thought. What if we synchronize these clocks
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds
for a laugh?
I mean, try it.
Set them both to midnight.
Yeah.
spooky time.
You were
Chimerical,
able to do
you do
so.
the right one and I'll do the left one.
We'll
Okay.
do that.
Kind of click. They very easily move as if they're supposed to be. You set them to midnight, and all of a sudden, out of the darkness ahead of you and the right of you, close to a dozen blood red eyes appear, and they start swarming towards the clock. Just blood red eyes.
Drop the clock. Drop the clock.
Okay, I take my clock and I unsync it.
Okay. They don't go away.
They don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
It's not
don't
related.
give a Do you swat them away?
Can I see what is it? What are they?
What are they? They're just eyes, eyeballs.
Oh, they're flying eyeballs. Can I,
Flying
with my
eyeballs.
I would like to, are they flying at me?
Yes, they're kind of centered around the clock, but every once in a while they'll whiz out and try to hit you. And in fact, let's do one of them does whiz at you.
Okay.
So
I'd like to
you
do
need to
deflect
give-
missiles and try to
Yeah.
catch one.
Okay. You would give me a roll, and I have a defense number. I have a rating, and so in this game, you roll for their attacks and your own attacks. So first roll to see whether they hit you.
So I roll 3.
Yes.
See if they hit.
Mhm.
Okay. That is. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, the house die rolled a 6, which is higher than everything else.
Okay.
And I rolled a 5 and a 4 on the other dice.
Okay. So
Arnards.
9.
So a 9, but probably plus
9.
an 8, because this is my whole thing. I tried to grab it with a pair of chopsticks.
You're able to do so, but as you do, a part of it kind of bounce onto your hand, and you've got it in chopsticks.
I don't have any chopsticks. I just grab it
Okay.
with my
You just grab it in
fingers.
your hand, and as soon as you do, you have a vision. And in this vision, you are lying in a very grimy, unkept bed, and you can't breathe. And you haven't been able to breathe for a very long time. And you reach up to try to touch your face, and you look up and you have a stump. You do not have a left hand, and the rest of the room is in darkness. You're alone, and then you stop breathing. You've just seen a vision of your own death.
It wasn't me seeing another person's experience. This was me seeing my own death.
You're looking through your own eyes. And you then take a mental injury with a rating
no.
of 3.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do I mark this?
I
arm.
think on those beautiful alchemy RPG character sheets, you can.
Trackers. No.
It could be trackers. It could be harms. Yes, mental. So what you
see
do
that.
is you go up to the edit button, and you can click on the little wrench and go to harms and just write down mental injury 3 or whatever you want to do, or I can do it
Okay.
for you. Yeah,
Okay. I don't see it. I'll figure it out.
that's fine. I got you. This is a very chilling experience for you, and you drop the thing, and with this,
What do
there's
we
like a
see?
little. There's a little. You all are watching Willem grab this thing and then just shudder in disgust. And
Do we see the eyes though?
you all see the eyes? Yes.
May I
Uh-huh.
send out a spiritual weapon to try and lash
Sure.
him?
Yeah.
Okay, so to do that, you create extra attack on your turn with a rating of 6. So am I adding 6? Sounds like to
Yep.
a roll.
Mm-hmm.
The dealer. Okay, 2 5s on my die and then a 3 on the house die. So that's 16.
Okay. Mm-hmm. With a 16, you managed to just.
My locket, my giant floating spectral locket, comes whirring and whizzing in, and I just want to.
There's something wrong with the locket, however. It's usually shiny and bright, and you know that inside is a picture of Irina, the one that you hold dear. But as you cast this spell that you know so well, the locket appears, and it is tarnished, and it is cracked, and it almost feels like the top of the locket. It doesn't affect how it works, though, because you kind of spin the locket, this spiritual weapon, and it manages to just kind of atomize all of the flying orbs, the eyeballs. They all just kind of and dissipate. They either get destroyed or they go back into whatever darkness they came from.
As I'm doing that, I'm gonna be yelling at Ash that I think Willem needs some help.
Yeah. So wait, has he dropped? Are you still holding the clock? Regardless, I will run over. I will run next to them, and I will send out a dispel evil and good, and trying to be gone to these red eyes.
Yeah, they just kind of dissipate. They're gone as quickly as they came.
Willem, are you okay? What was that? You made a weird face.
Willem, your head from this sort of attack and this vision is it's an emotional pain. But two things happen. One, hold on. How do I do this? Do you guys see if I add things to alchemy?
We got the remnants, and if
Not all of you will see it.
handouts.
Okay.
I see a it looks like a
Okay.
you hear the soft sound. Is that what you're talking about, Matt?
So that's just to you, Camaro.
That's why I didn't keep saying it if I'm not supposed to.
That's fine. You can share. You can share what you can share, but yeah.
Do you, and I'll look to Willem and Ash to see if like they have a flash of recognition on their faces. And it seems that I don't. Do y'all not hear that?
What?
No.
Hear what? Oh, sorry, my head is pounding. Can't really hear anything.
I hear a small child giggling.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible.
Wow, that is.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Are the red eyes still flying about as well?
They're gone. The red
They're
eyes are
gone.
now done, and your pain at the same time finally subsides, and you're feeling much better.
Okay.
Okay, let me look at you. Let me look at you. Let me look at his eyes. Let me look at behind the ears. Does he look all right?
He seems to be absolutely fine now. Whatever this was that affected him is.
And do I remember what I saw, or is that gone?
Oh, you remember it, but it's as if kind of it is less. It's a very distant memory now. It's something like.
Okay. Well, we've all heard the giggling at this point.
You then all hear the giggling.
Could we tell
shared.
where that's coming from, or did you know what? Do either of you know where that's coming from?
It's not a lit torch, right? Who's holding it?
You are.
You are.
I'll walk towards what I thought the sound of the giggling, walking into the darkness with my torch.
And you start. So you're walking ahead, or now you're walking to the right.
Wherever I perceived the giggling to be coming from.
It did feel like ahead. Do you go ahead?
I do.
Okay. You start walking straight ahead. And boy, are you going alone?
No.
No.
Okay. This room seems to go on for much farther than you thought. More pillars, more windows, and now the window is on the left because you are on the left side, right? And you walk probably close to 100 paces, and you get to a spot where there are pulled up floorboards, a clock sitting next to them, and a hole that you have dug in the ground.
Okay.
We just went in a big ass circle.
What? I'm gonna take a look at what's on so these mirrors these windows that are casting light.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look outside.
Okay.
What's out there?
They, just like the ones in the living room, they somehow let in a little bit of dim light, but when you open them up, they look out into complete inky black endless darkness.
Okay. Gods below. All right, there's some trick here, right? We have to solve the puzzle of the looping room, right? Maybe we address the creepy laugh. Maybe that's what we do.
I mean,
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello? I'll knock on the walls. Hello? Oh my god. Did you guys hear that?
yeah,
No, what
I
was
did.
it?
Bernie just went this sound behind me. It scared me. That was good timing, Bernie. You're gonna get extra treat tonight. Okay, but don't throw up though.
You're about to say he's still going now.
Yeah.
How much time do we have left? By the
Yeah.
way?
You have 15 minutes.
Um,
This is going to be a very small taste, but that's okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna knock on a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just a brick wall with the windows to outside nowhere. So I'll walk on, and then, but if I walk into the dark side, it flips, and then there's windows on that side, and that side's the
That's
light
right.
side.
That's right. If you enter the opposite darkness, but
What if we knock these pillars out and just bring the roof down?
I mean, the house doesn't like us. I don't like the house. I'd like to try and break windows. I'm feeling
Well, I thought
feisty.
about breaking the window. I thought about that too, but then there was that voice outside that was seemed adamant about getting in and not liking us. So that made me think twice.
I think I don't. Sorry, my cortisol, my anxiety is high, so I'm not thinking quite straight. I remember one of you said that this house is probably a puzzle we have to solve, and I'm starting to think that way. I think we're trapped. I think we have to solve our way out. I think the only way out is through.
Okay.
And fucking around and finding out, not a good idea.
Well, I mean, okay. So then what?
So then I
have
don't
to-
know. Oh no.
What?
Y'all, I think whatever. Hey, hey, little one. What's your name?
Oh.
I have some pop rocks if you want something sweet.
Yeah, that's right. Lure it out with candy. Good job. Take a jawbreaker out of my pocket and roll it on the floor.
Into the darkness ahead.
Mhm.
Yeah. It rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls. And then you hear something behind you as it rolls from behind you, practically to where you first sent it. rolling.
Interesting. Good work, Miracle. Not sure how that's going to help us, but that is fascinating. No, I wasn't shade. Sorry, that sounded condescending. I meant it sincerely. Oh,
Sounds like you enjoy some fun. We're a hoot and a half if you want to come out and join the party.
Yeah, that was an offering. I was literally giving you candy, kid.
Yeah, we got pop rocks and jawbreakers and fire. Well, sometimes we have fire.
Fire.
I touched the torch to the floor made of wood.
oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Are you
See
trying
if
to
we
set
can
this house on
You start to
fire?
burn the
aggravate
floor?
it.
That's what
Yeah.
it does.
Oh my
Sure.
God. Oh my God.
It like the actual, I mean, so do you set like one of the pulled up boards? Or are
Yeah.
you trying to set the entire floor on fire somehow?
Maybe we'll just start. The pillars are brick.
Yeah.
That won't burn.
Are you trying to
Yeah.
burn down a house that we are actively stuck in, Camille?
Yeah, probably not.
Let's.
All right, fine.
On second thought.
You know-
It's got to be something with the clock, and I'm gonna go back. Is the clock still in the subfloor?
Yeah, you left it by. Yeah.
I want to start just like futzing with the clock. Like,
Okay.
Wait a
It's-
minute.
we got to get it. I don't.
Try, because this place is a mirror. It's a loop,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Maybe this room is like a clock.
Yep.
So, you already tried putting both hands at midnight, right?
Midnight,
And that
yeah.
was bad news bears.
Mm-hmm.
Or
6 and
maybe the
12?
fact that something happened was good. Because then I immediately, when the eyes showed up, I changed it. Maybe I shouldn't have changed it.
I don't know, the eyes fucked you up and that scares me.
I'm gonna put the clock at 6 and 12. One's face at 6 and one at 12, so they're diametrically opposed.
So
Okay.
so on the left, you set it to 6. And on the right, you set it to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
All right, Ash, your turn.
All right. This is where Fitz's puzzle anxiety is coming through. All right. Well, you tried 12 and 6. I'll try 3 and 9.
So 3 on the left and 9 o'clock on the right?
I'll do 3 on the left and 9 on. Yeah,
Miracle,
yeah. So that the hours, the lines are facing each other's.
Okay, so 3 on the left and 9 on the right. Nothing happens.
Miracle, you do still have that eyeball, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe we should just take a look at that, see, or maybe those pages, see if there was any mention of numbers, times.
Take out the eyeball and examine it.
It still kind of gives off a magical vibe, but it's made of canvas, and it's a eye-sized green eye.
I'll set the clock back to the same time on either side, but this time 1 o'clock on both.
Once again, out of the darkness, a swarm. Of
Dispel.
little red
Please, oh
eyes.
Jesus.
Give me a roll to dispel them if you can.
Okay. Sorry, Willem. It freaked me out. I don't like what they did to you. Oh Jesus. All right. Well, I got a 6 on the house die and a 6 on one of my dice, so I tied again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but my spell situation is 15.
Okay. With the eyes, the 12 eyes racing towards you, one by one, you're able to pop them out of existence, even with your spell. But at this point, a cold draft comes from ahead, and your torch immediately goes out.
TPK, TPK, TPK.
And do you still have sort of a globe of light, or did you turn that off? Magical wand?
We never had that. We just had our
Yeah, just the
Predator,
Predator vision.
the Dark Vision extension warranty.
The
For
extended dark vision warranty.
I'm here
For
to talk
no
to you about
reason.
your Dark Vision's extended warranty.
for no
Terrifying.
reason, suddenly all of you have lost your Predator vision.
Oh,
Have we lost Dark Vision altogether?
The room shifts, and no, you still have dark vision, and you still can see the dim light. Which side of the room are you on? Coming from your left, because I think you're on the left still.
Don't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's say that you are, and so you're on the left. You still see a dim light. You're not in complete darkness, but the vision.
man.
Okay. Now, with the wind, it's coming from a direction? Does it feel like
Yeah.
maybe
It
a
comes from
door's
the-
opened or a hallway is open? Let's try it.
Okay.
Do you want to stay? Should I just go ahead, or we all want to
No,
go?
no, no,
We're
no,
all
no,
going
no. We're
together.
gonna stay together.
Okay, come on.
And you start walking again into the darkness, but it is darker now because you've lost this magical ability to see
A miracle pulls out her
5,000
lute
feet ahead of you.
and begins to play Hello Darkness,
Predator
my
vision.
old friend. I've come to walk through you again.
And you keep walking ahead and ahead. After about 100 steps, you find yourself
Right back
standing
where we started.
where you started.
Oh boy. Wow. Man,
Oh, I hate that.
You know? Do you like silly? You know, let's get the fuck out of this room.
Unnerving.
Can we go out the door we came?
Try just going out where we came from and try something else
Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah, this room, it's...
Try it.
I don't know that this is the way out.
It just doesn't appear. I mean, we could try a couple. Let me try one last thing. I think you've
Okay.
already kind of done it. But I'll take the
Sure.
clock and I'll put it at like we've tried 12 and 6, so
Yeah.
total opposites. We've tried 3 and 9, total opposites. We've tried 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock, the same. I'm going to put it at 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. There's
So
one
one
final.
on the
What if
one on the left and 11
what if we
on the right.
switched the one that was earlier and the one that was later? Because wasn't it the one on the left that was earlier and the right later? What if we boom flipped it?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
that's...
So make 4:20 on the left and 3:33 on the right.
Yes.
Okay.
20 on the left and 3:33 on the right. Immediately, when you click these hands into place, there's a small black doorway that appears just between
Okay.
the two clock faces, kind of rises up out of nowhere.
Okay. And Chimerical, that's why you get paid the big bucks.
Sneaky, sneaky. And I'll walk through the door.
Boom.
And we close the door behind you. Bye.
You don't have a choice. The second that Chimerical even thinks about going through the door, all three of you. This room. Let me get you there. Sorry. We only have a few more minutes.
I know.
Is this your death? I don't know.
I'll take you there.
I feel like we're not going to, if we don't get out of here in the next few minutes, we're not going to be ported back to wherever we're from. We're just going to be stuck here. And maybe it's better than Barovia, though.
Maybe it's better than Barovia.
I mean, you know, you're not wrong.
Maybe I'm just
This
gonna
is-
like it more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hungry, though. Is there anything to eat?
Oh,
I hand you some pemmican
Oh, thanks.
got.
And Pop Rocks.
and Pop Rocks and a jawbreaker.
Yeah,
It's been on the floor.
That's been...
Meal
I've
of
got more.
champions.
This room seems to be
Dusty
empty.
Jawbreaker. Sorry.
That's right. This room seems to be empty. It has a very stout door, 2 passages leading to the left and the right. There's an oval blue rug with gold embroidery lying on a stone floor. Very worn, very stained. Possibly blood. Very
I was
old.
just about to ask with what.
Yeah, very old.
Cat
you're kind of-
vomit.
You're kind of looking. You've appeared in a corner. So you're looking at the rug, and the 2 doors are kind of to the north of you, and the left and right passages are also kind of ahead of you. But at least you don't see any pillars.
All right. What's
Do
next?
we have a... Sorry, Matt. Do we have a photo for this room? I was trying to
You know,
attentively
yeah,
listen, but I
I
didn't
know. I was looking.
remember all of...
I was learning that I don't know how to tell time, which I actually already knew.
Would you
Don't
mind,
actually
GM,
see.
just describing the room again for us?
Yeah, so it's a fairly square room with a very large rug in the middle, stone floors.
Blue, gold,
The rug is
embroidery.
blue, gold embroidered, very old stains. 2 very heavy doors to the direct center north, and then passages that go off to the darkness left and right
So
in
it's
the,
some
in the
more
top
doors.
corners of the room.
Is it like an area
Anything-
rug on the floor, or is it
Mhm.
like carpet?
It's an area
you don't
rug.
want the
yeah.
carpet. You
I
want
want to
the
just peek. Is there a trap door underneath by chance? I don't know.
You want to go look under the rug?
I want to look under the rug. I want to see what got swept under the rug. Quite literally.
Okay. This appears. Another note, a handwritten page. It looks like it's torn from a journal. I'd like to read it to those watching.
The bong key allowed me into the armory for the first time.
It's the bone key.
Oh,
I read it.
I read bum key as well.
Definitely looks
It
like
looks
bong
like
key.
bong key.
I had
Key to the bong.
I had
Hell
no
yeah.
the key to the bong, man. Well, we made the clock 420. I had
True.
no idea there was such a place in the house. I took a knife from there that seemed to want to leave with me. And then on April 9th, so that was written on April 7th. On April 9th, this knife, this eager knife, it wishes to kill. It should return to the armory. I am afraid of that place. However, something dwells there now. I can feel it. I can smell it, like metal shavings and newly drawn blood. Whatever it is like the knife. Perhaps they are one. They should be reunited with the bong key.
Yes.
Possessed knives, I want nothing to do with.
Yeah,
Willem
I
has some
feel like
experience.
that's a trigger. This is a triggering note. Willem, if you need to talk through anything, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Deep breath, box breathing. It's okay.
In for 4,
Hold for 4.
home for 4.
Out for 4. Well,
Just why not with this trigger? I'm gonna just kind of go into a monk meditative state, mildly, not super in depth, and just reach out and see if I can feel the presence of Trislash.
Okay. Yeah. You said, are you sitting on the rug? You're just sitting in the corner where you were before.
Oh, I'll sit on the rug.
Okay. Yeah. You sit.
I mean, you said it so creepily. Absolutely,
No.
let's do that.
yeah, as Camarical's pulling the rug up, you sit on it.
Yeah.
I'm working here.
I'm
working
working
here.
it.
I'll try to avoid the stains, though.
Always best practice right there, avoiding the stains.
You sit on this rug, Willem, and as you get closer, you are like, yeah, for sure, this is blood. Not only is it blood on this rug, someone tried very, very hard and unsuccessfully scrubbing the stains out.
Right.
And you sit and you breathe deeply. And just before everyone wakes up, the cold, dead, black eyes of Drizzlash appear right in front of your face. Hello again. Hello again, my friend. And you all wake up.
I had the weirdest fucking dream last
I
night. I
had
tell
the
you what.
weirdest dream too.
Anybody want some pancakes?
I think I wet the bed.
It's okay.
You
It's
might
okay.
have.
I think we'll get Key to do some prestidigitations or whatever. We'll be
It's gonna
fine.
take more than that. It was like a garden hose.
Yeah. You know what? It's okay. Next time when we leave the goth tent and put up the new tent, I'll make sure I get you some fresh linens. Don't worry about
Yeah, maybe some rubber sheets.
it. Sure. If that's what you want, I'm more than happy to accommodate.
Thanks. Why aren't we still trapped in there though? Because I want to come back to this place and try to get our way out.
Okay.
Maybe we're dreaming now. Maybe this is the dream.
Maybe you are.
Don't
If
fuck.
it's
Next time we
only
long rest, baby.
just a
It's
dream.
on.
That was fun.
That was fun. The darkest house.
The darkest.
And I will say that was, we were joking and having fun, but it was still creepy. I was genuinely creepy.
I was creeped out. Yeah,
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I was.
You did a
creeped
great
out.
job, brother.
Yeah.
You did a
Thank
great
you.
job. And I mean, the
Thank
voices and stuff are, of course, amazing. The effects are amazing. But the tone, the storytelling, you did a great job of, despite us still being silly and trying our best to not be silly.
Yeah,
It's
but
hard.
that's-
It's
That was
hard.
hard work.
Of course it's
not
hard.
being silly.
Of course it's hard. It is really difficult. Like I said, it's a defense mechanism. And I think that this is, for anybody who wants to try to be spooky, well, any time of year, but especially now you get inspired. Again, go and watch the video that our pal Graham, the PowerPoint that Graham
Mhm.
did last week. It was so funny watching it because he touched on almost every single one that Monty Cook himself gave in this talk that I went to at Gamehole Con called "How to Scare the Shit Out of Your Players." He touched on almost every single one: voices and mood and volume and things. But like, there's so many things, and you know what? This is fun. I was actually going to pick on Allison, but Bernie actually did my job for me. He made a sound.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick one of y'all and say, what is that sound in your actual room? There's just all these fun little ways that you can do. And so I was, after seeing Monty speak again, you can tell he's really into horror and he's really brainy about the stuff. They're now launching a new version, not a new version of the Darkest House, but it's going to be the Darkest Woods, which I cannot wait. I'm on the Kickstarter.
Can
Okay.
we
More
play
of the
that in
same.
the
Can we
woods?
play that in the woods?
Mhm.
Oh, man.
Because the thing about
Yes, we
today is
can.
like, I think 12:30 on a Friday when I'm hungry and I have to pee. It's just like it's kind of hard to like fully get scared.
Yeah.
So,
go on the
and when I'm
floor.
staring at a bright screen too, like I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Right.
focus on you guys, but
I
like
get
there's a lot of ambient light and sounds and
Yeah.
things like that. So like I tried to lean in as much as I could, but still, it's like the setting needed to be facilitated a little bit better, I think.
Telling you guys, immersive theater.
Yeah.
There's an immersive theater here near Atlanta called Serenbe, and they do these outdoor events. And I went to what's it called, the Sleepy Hollow, a few years ago, where it's very eerie and there's music coming from different directions, or like even like Sleep No More in New York, where there's stuff happening all around you. It's not outdoors, but that plus role playing games equals an experience that people won't forget. We've come on. It's not LARPing. It's not LARPing.
No.
You're all still
No.
telling a story at a table,
Yep.
but there's stuff going on around you
you.
that is enhancing the experience. And you and come. I mean, right?
I'm down to clown, dude.
100%. I'll tell you. I'll say a little bit more. I know we're over, so thanks everybody in the chat room for hanging out with us even this long.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do have to say, I haven't looked at the chat once because I've got too many things open. But if with Sarah, I'm sure Sarah Mobs had to.
We didn't
Work
see mobs today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might have
no
been
mobs.
We missed you,
I think
mobs,
she had
if you're
work.
watching back.
Plus, I kept everybody up until 11 doing this anyway. But you are absolutely correct. And Sarah's husband, Richard, got the lighting. We did have to accommodate Lindsay, who needed light. So I suggested red or orange to kind of give it a dead generator vibe, right? Like
Right.
a backup generator vibe. And he just did such a great job of creating that space. And that made
What space were you in?
just their living room. But he did.
Okay.
He found these lights and these cool, like flickering fire, paper fire things. I mean, it's just cheap horror.
Yeah.
But worked so well. And they actually made this. Oh, you know what it was? It was Mom's phony baloney fire, but it was like in a bucket.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, and it had that
Oh.
still like white noise,
Mm.
which was spooky enough. And you are always so incredibly good at music. I loved, you were in the scenes. I didn't have to do anything, even though you didn't know what you were about to see. That was really cool. But yeah, playing 10 Candles, it is so well set up to scare the bejesus out of you. And so is this Darkest House. I mean, we just barely got into it, but
Yeah.
the mood, the stuff, the imagery that he has put together, the team has put together, it makes so much. So I am so down to have an in-person Scarefest 2025.
Do you know what
I
this
can't wait for
feels?
Bud and Herb to get transported into the
Yeah.
Darkest House.
So
Oh,
that's
jeez.
exactly what I was just about to say. What this could be good for, and we've talked about this since 2020, before we were even the Pocket Dimension,
Yeah.
was having what we were going to call back pocket games of like when the full group can't get together to play,
Mhm.
you have like this side quest that doesn't actually kill any of your characters.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Or does it?
Or does it?
Or does it?
Dynamite.
So I was even thinking like this weekend, if we can't do a full party Barovia, we could keep exploring. And Matt and I were working to kind of get the character sheet set up. Matt did all the work in Alchemy. There's a little confusion with the provided materials, but like actually getting in and playing it was pretty, I thought,
Exactly.
seamless and easy and fun.
Yeah.
It really didn't, there's a lot. I spent some time on forums and stuff because there are some confusing things. There's some confusing writing in here a little bit, but he does say over and over, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
It's
it.
light.
It's not, it's about narration. It's about
Yep.
storytelling. Please just forget it. But it really has the mood. It has the things.
It's a
And
good-
that, it is, I will say
Sure.
this, because we've touched on this, that, when we say that 5e is a difficult system to make scary, and I think I have felt that in the past. However, I think it only takes playing a game like 10 Candles or going through some of this to say, oh, wait a minute, though.
Do this.
I can easily take this into 5e. Because, again, the mechanics need to fall to the wayside
Right.
for the most
Yeah.
part.
You got to
They
get out
really
of
need
your
to
head with
Get out of your
what-
head.
Can
get out of the character sheet.
And
Right.
just I want to.
Or, for Pete's sake, just borrow the house rules. Just borrow
That's
them.
what I was going to
If you
say.
want-
For a
if you
moment
want a
like
super-
this
Yeah.
in a 5e game, just say, okay, here's how we're going to do this. You're going to roll
Our-
3d6.
Our friend Tay does it when he wants a special vibe. It works. I love it as a GM because I didn't have to roll one die, so I don't have to constantly think. And that's what it is for me in 5e, is that there's so much for the GM to do. But yeah, just borrow this. Borrow something super simple.
I love it.
Go scare
10 out of 10. I'd play it again.
Okay. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well,
Demons.
you guys,
Demons.
yeah, this was a maxi. This was a maxi-sode.
Maxi-sode.
Yeah.
Thought you were going
Thanks
to say
for
some other
sticking
kind of
with
maxi dress.
Maxi dress-sode.
It's very long.
Thank you so much
anyways.
for hanging and watching and
No.
hopefully getting creepy with us.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys had fun. I don't even know who was here today, but
All the
But
good
yeah,
folks.
all the good ones.
TTP, Dan Free,
I do want to give.
KDH.
So it was Cassie's birthday. Was that earlier this week?
It was.
What?
Cozy
Aw.
Cassie, and our friend Big Bro DM has a birthday coming up tomorrow.
He does.
No.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to our patrons who we love to
Hey,
celebrate
guys.
and play games
Yes.
with.
Love it.
We celebrate you.
We do.
And we will be
really do.
having our patron one shots in Big Bro and Cassie's honor this month.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
mad, man. Cass and my brother down in Disney at the Star Wars
Oh yeah.
thing.
Right now?
They made little droids.
Did they make the lightsaber?
They have not made a lightsaber at last I spoke
It's
to them, but
expensive.
it's expensive. But they did make the tiny little droids.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I see someone new, Yellow Kremling. Oh, I like that name a lot.
What?
Yellow
Who?
Kremling.
Where?
Yes, Yellow Kremling joined us, so thank you for doing that. Might be
yes.
around for the next stream. Come on back for the next stream.
Come on
Why not?
Join the
Come
Discord
join us.
and cinch
have
the
a good
chimney
time.
sweep.
We have a beautiful
Sleep
Discord.
well.
We have
Yeah.
an incredible Patreon where that just allows us to do this more and more and more because this is what we love doing.
Yep.
I mean, I spent a lot of time doing these things. I do not regret one freaking second. I love this and I want to do more. We all want to do more. So come support us and join us. Do we also have like a really exciting finale coming up soon?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
something?
do we?
We might.
What are you talking about? What could you
No.
possibly mean?
I don't
Is
know.
there
what
an
we're talking
ending
about.
chapter of something that people
Sounds
have been
familiar.
waiting for?
It sounds familiar, but I know nothing.
Well, I do. Coming to your podcast place or YouTube
Mhm.
this Monday, episode 9, the season finale of The Adventures of Bud and Herb, season 1. What's going to happen, you guys? It was a pretty big
TPK.
cliffhanger last week.
TPK.
Was pretty
Or the
big
week before.
cliffhanger.
So please tune in, tell your friends and family all about it. It's the shocking conclusion.
I will say I was shocked when we played it. So it is a shocking conclusion to the season. And if you join our Patreon today, there will be some exclusive. We're not going to be, for patrons, we're not going to be dropping episode 9 early. We've been dropping
We're still
other
working on it.
episodes early, but we want episode 9 to be as good as possible. So we're still working on it. But that means today, if you join the Patreon, you're going to get some exclusive bonus content that's not going to go public. So look forward to that.
And it's pretty wild.
It's buck wild.
I listened to it I hadn't heard it in a long time, and it's a deep cut in the history of Burton Hub.
Is it what I think it is?
It's exactly
Bud and
what you
Herb.
think it is.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'm so happy that I will finally have
It's just-
permanent access to it and not just the little...
We have had it in our back pocket
Oh my
waiting for the
God.
moment, and the moment is today. So
Oh
join
my
the Patreon
God.
at the
Join
Feywild
us.
tier
Join
and
us.
above. Or maybe
That's
we'll, you
right.
know what? Maybe we'll be kind because it's exclusive content. Maybe we'll do Elemental if you're even at the
Come
$2
on.
level. Yeah,
Let's do it.
We're
Let
gonna be
everybody
generous.
experience some OG Bud and Herb.
yeah.
Oh,
OG
man.
Bud and Herb.
Oh, yeah, y'all. I just got, like, that was genuine excitement. That wasn't me pretending.
History
Like, it's
history
so
lesson.
good.
This is one of the first things we ever recorded for Bud and
One
Herb.
of the very first things. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
that is true.
Wow.
So going way back to like 5 years ago.
Jesus. So yeah, join the Patreon. I think
Yeah,
the
when we
link is in
started
the
Barovia.
description box, and you'll get to hear some of that old. We blew the dust off of this
Yeah.
So good.
floppy
I'm so
disk of
happy.
Off this
material.
mother. And then we will see you in Mistress Glen on Monday.
Yes.
We will.
Yeah.
And yes. And then next Friday. Because we
And
do
next
this every
Friday,
week.
we'll
Yeah.
think
We'll
of
be
something
back
to
here.
talk about, play, or do.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to y'all in our Discord in the meantime about what
In
that
the
should be.
meantime.
Yeah, wanna hear more
Yay!
All
candy.
right. We love you
Talk about
guys.
candy.
Have a great
Halloween.
weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Happy Halloween. Goodbye. Don't forget to vote next week.
Vote.